Wentworth & Sons, still serving the public after 40 years of doing nothing else, is proud to present tonight's installment of Biff Baxter, Boy Whale Oil Processor. It's evening now as we join Biff Baxter following the completion of the annual Millard Fillmore Neighborhood Block Party, which this year was hosted by the Baxter family. The last guest has just left as Biff, his mother Ma Baxter, his sister Daisy Ann, and Grandpa Witherspoon are relaxing as Daisy Ann excitedly exclaims,
"Wow! What a great annual Millard Fillmore Neighborhood Block Party that was! Cake, ice cream, games. Well, I sure had fun."
I think we all did.
I always look forward to these here parties. Even our dog Tippy likes them.
What's the matter, Biff? You look a little pensive. Don't you like the annual Millard Fillmore Neighborhood Block Party?
Yeah, I guess I do. It's just that my joy is a bit diminished by the flagrantly unlawful activities that went on.
Goodness, Biff. What flagrantly unlawful activities this time? No one was engaged in flagrantly unlawful activities.
Unless you count how Grandpa Witherspoon kept trying to kiss the widow Palmdale from down the street.
What? I wasn't trying to kiss her. She kept trying to kiss me. She's been after me for years. I think she has her eyes on my pension.
No, it wasn't Grandpa Witherspoon's obvious luring of a vulnerable dowager by flaunting his comparative wealth in front of her that has me so troubled. It's the multitude of other illicit goings-on.
And what could you possibly mean?
Well, take for example the pin the tail on the donkey game, Ma.
But everyone likes Pin the Tail on the Donkey. It's a classic party game. There's nothing illicit about it.
That's right. Playing that game was my idea. Why, I spent at least 45 minutes setting it up.
Well, then I'm afraid you're the one who's going to have to answer to the ASPCA for animal cruelty charges, Gramps.
Animal cruelty charges? What kind of fool nonsense are you talking about?
A game where the object is to stick a pin in a poor defenseless animal certainly sounds like cruelty to me, and I'm sure the local animal protective authorities will agree with me.
But that wasn't a real donkey we were sticking that pin into. It was a cartoon drawing.
Well, encouraging people to abuse cartoon drawings can only serve to help them get accustomed to abusing the real thing. I called and left a message with Mr. Steed down at the animal shelter while everyone was bobbing for apples. I gave him all the lurid details. He'll no doubt be here any moment with a paddy wagon to take you away, Gramps.
Oh, but
And don't get me started on wondering how you removed the tail from the donkey in the first place.
Wow! Grandpa Witherspoon's gonna have to answer to the ASPCA for animal cruelty. It's like having Michael Vick in the family.
But that's totally absurd, Biff. No jury in the land would convict Grandpa Witherspoon for animal cruelty.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, Ma. And besides, your hands aren't clean in today's illegal activities either.
And what are you talking about now?
Well, it was you who recommended we play musical chairs, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But there's nothing illegal about musical chairs.
Oh, not unless you're the composer of the music you used.
What?
Well, sure. Every song you played is protected by the copyright law of the United States. There are songwriters and artists responsible for those recordings that are legally entitled to royalties for their work, and you haven't sent so much as a dime to any one of them.
But copyright laws don't apply to someone playing music at an annual Millard Fillmore Neighborhood Block Party.
Well, you'll have your chance to argue that in your defense in federal court when the U.S. Copyright Office files a lawsuit against you. But I'm afraid it's all laid out in Article 17 of the United States Copyright Law, which I felt obligated to cite in my deposition. I placed that call while everyone was playing charades. I would expect a SWAT team to burst through our door at any moment.
Wow! Miles violated Article 17 of the United States Copyright Law. It's like having Jeff Koons in the family.
I do declare, Biff, your sense of civic duty causes us more trouble than we deserve.
Well, at least our dog Tippy has been spared Biff's misguided understanding of justice.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that, Gramps.
Huh? What do you mean? Tippy was nothing but friendly and playful. He was wagging his tail and licking people all day.
That's right, potentially spreading germs and viruses from person to person. I saw him allowing Mr. Briscoe to pet him for at least 10 minutes.
So?
Mr. Briscoe was sneezing all day.
But everyone knows that Mr. Briscoe has allergies, and they always act up this time of year.
We can't be positively sure of that, Ma. There wasn't one certified allergist at the party to confirm that diagnosis. Mr. Briscoe may very well be suffering from a head cold or the flu or even malaria.
He doesn't have malaria.
Well, that's a chance I'm sure the Office of Infectious Diseases isn't going to be willing to take, Gramps. You know, when it comes to something this serious, it's always wise to err on the side of caution. I managed to make a call to them while you were playing hard to get with the widow Palmdale.
I wasn't playing hard to get. I was just trying to get away from her.
Well, either way, no doubt a hazmat squad will be here at any moment to take Tippy away.
Wow! Tippy's in trouble with the Office of Infectious Diseases. It's like having Typhoid Mary in the family.
Well, it's well past 10 o'clock. No one from the animal shelter has showed up yet. And I don't see any sign of a SWAT team or a hazmat squad outside. Looks like we're in the clear, despite Biff's attempts to get us into trouble.
What? You mean no one's gonna be hauled away for animal cruelty or copyright violation or spreading an infectious disease? You've gotta be kidding me! Nothing ever happens around here. Oh well, there's always next time.
Well, Biff, leave it to you to spoil what was nothing more than a festive day with our neighbors.
You sure do know how to stir up a crisis where none exists.
Don't try to thank me, Ma. I just feel good doing my part in making sure our annual Millard Fillmore Neighborhood Block Party doesn't continue its downward descent into a den of iniquity.
Be sure to join us next time when Blattworth & Sons, still serving the public after 40 years of doing nothing else, proudly presents Biff Baxter, Boy Whale Oil Processor.